Good evening. This is Karen with Mannadelight, and I know it has been quite some time since I have been on here. Oh my goodness. I've been doing full and new moon readings, and that's basically been it. I went from weeklies down to that because I've been so busy doing other things and getting my my mission and my life purpose all squared away, and moving to a new location, which many of you already know about. So, and amazing things going on there. But because of the intense energies and really everything that's been happening and me getting a recent download, I wanted to come on and offer some sort of guidance, inspiration, and help to those that are really going through it right now with the intense energies and not really sure what's happening. So I had, I'm lucky enough to be within walking distance of the beach, also in this location, and so when I feel the need to recharge, that's where I head, to the beach. And so earlier this week I needed to do that, and I just was guided to really dig my feet in the sand, really dig them down in there, not just putting them on the surface, but really dig my feet down in there. And I have been so tired. It's been unreal, really, how exhausted I have been, but that's, the energies and things like that. So, I fell asleep, and then when I woke back up, I had set the intention that I was going there, that I wanted to receive a download or some information. And so I set the intention to channel my higher self, my twin's higher self, just to kind of see what was going on. And so I did that. And I asked Gaia for her support and her energy and her love and her healing to flow up through my feet, all the way up through all of my chakras and out the crown of my head, and really was just recharging from the earth's energy. And the download that I received was that the divine masculine is out of the planning stage. There's a plan that's already been made. There's an agenda that's already been set forth for them. They are contemplating what's the best way to move forward. Are they, and they're daydreaming and things like that about what exactly they're wanting to do, how to surprise the divine feminine, how to really break away from the old patterns. They really want to move forward. They really are tired of the old and are ready for the new. And they've set some plans. But the holdup was with the execution stage, which is next. You make a plan, you execute the plan. They're stuck at the execution phase, and it really had nothing to do with them being on board or their heart not being in it or anything like that, or their soul not pushing them towards that. It had nothing to do with that. It has to do with the ego mind of execution. And so because of all of the energies, and because everything that they've been shown and their intuition and what they've learned on their own, the research they've done, the stalking they've done regarding trying to find out what the HE double hockey sticks is really going on. They're informed. So it had nothing to do with that. It was getting their, so they're on board, they're informed, they're getting it, that it's, pretty big, pretty important. And, but the mind, which is what we all struggle with, is not on board, is holding them back, because the mind, of course, as we know, is riddled with fears and riddled with negative talk. I'm not worthy. It's not going to turn out right. So there's that negative thought patterns that are going on. Is she really going to accept me? Still the same. Is this real? Can I trust this? Well, and so then I said, okay, so then, what's really up with that? What's up with that then? Okay. Because when it was time for me to be brought on board with all of this, I had no choice in the matter. And I just woke up and I just was like, okay, this is it. This is my plan. This is my life. This is my purpose. This is who I am. Everything that I've known's a lie, and this is really the way. And I just knew it. It was a knowing. And the masculine have that same knowing. And they also do not have a choice. And what bothers me so much sometimes is when I'm reading these comments underneath YouTube, and not just mine, because there are several people that I enjoy watching their videos and see where they're coming from and all of that. But when I look down below there, it's just riddled with negativity. And there's some divine feminine that are saying, well, my masculine's not coming to me. They don't love me. They don't want me. I'm not his type. Okay, so clearly the bigger picture got lost somewhere for you to really believe that, because it's always been about and will always be about unconditional love. The bigger picture is what in the heck we're all doing here, and what the heck the global mission is for Twin Flames. And that is to usher in the divine love template. There's all kinds of things going on with this ascension. There's school, politics, religion. There's other areas of mission which I believe that some twins will have a part in as well. But the bigger mission is that we're ushering in unconditional love and the template for that, which means that anybody from here on out, once we come into union and the template is fully grounded into this dimension by a high percentage of twins coming into union, we've already made the way. We've already made the way for that. We've created the template for divine love. We're ushering in that new template, which means everyone gets a divine partnership. Everyone gets a soulmate. Everyone is, this love on the fifth dimension will be available to all. That's what we're doing. Because this is such a huge, important mission for all and the future of all regarding the divine love relationships, we have all the support that we need. All of the universe is helping because it's crucial. Unconditional love is what this world needs. Jesus Christ came with that same mission and proved it. It's already out there. There's nobody that looks at Jesus and says, I don't like that guy. No, I don't like what he stood for. If that's your case, then you're off in left field. But the majority, and I'm talking about the vast majority of human beings, revere Jesus Christ because of his unconditional love that he came here to show the world. This is the same thing. This is what we call Christ consciousness. This is what is called the second coming of Christ, which is not a physical man coming back on a white horse to judge everyone because they did something wrong. It is Christ consciousness in the form of all, because we are all one. This is the bigger picture. Don't get it twisted, and don't get lost in your mind and believing that it's something other than that. If you're a true twin flame, you're coming into union. If there's some rare case where it's not happening within your particular union, it doesn't mean that your twin is gone away. They're just not here at this time. So you will still be together, just not physically. And for whatever reason, that plan was chosen by you and your twin. If you've met your twin and you're working out some kinks, and there's no reason to suggest that it's not going to happen because of something so shallow as your appearance. Come on now. We're so much more than our bodies, and that's what we have to get over. We're so much more than our bodies. Your twin is going to love you unconditionally. They have no choice. They don't just get to say, nope, that's not the kind of woman I'm after. Sorry. Sorry, twin flame mission. Sorry, divine love. I can't do it. And they have a choice in the matter. No, there's no difference between them and us. We are each other. We didn't get a choice. They don't get a choice. Period. What's holding the majority of the divine masculine back is divine timing. Because when God says, time to wake up, let's get the show on the road. When that happens, it's done. I've been feeling like that for a long time. I truly believe it. And it's kind of like been that running theme where we just think that for whatever reason, they're going to be able to not choose their divine plan. Now, why in God's name would they ever get that? Bye! Sorry. I just passed a friend, and when I had to pause the tape because I had to go back to a friend's house to pick up Jasmine, who spent the day there with her friend, Black Sabbath, ginormous black lab. If you're my friend on Instagram, then you've seen the picture of them together. And she's as big as his head, and her body isn't even big around as his head. And it's a picture of them standing side by side, and it's hilarious because he is so big, and if he was to bark, you'd be like, oh my God, he's going to take my leg off. Because it's very deep, rough bark. But Jasmine can back him in a corner. She is the alpha, and he's okay with it. And what's crazy is he thinks he's a little trauma too, because he wants to crawl up on my lap just like Jasmine does. It's so funny. But anyway, she had a little play date, and so I was picking them up, and she was coming by in her car, and I said bye. So that explains all of that. Plus, you got a cute little story out of it. Them thinking that they cannot, that for some reason they're not going to be able to pull the trigger. They're not going to have a choice. This is their sole plan. It was a plan and a contract that was made before they got here. You've already been walking the plan and the journey together already as it is. The only thing that has to come into fruition is union in the physical. And we all know that the physical is hard. It's dense. It takes time. Lots of time. But when God says, it happens. And they're just being held back. There's just some divine timing that needs to come in order. Now, is this for all twin flames? No. For the first wave, or the big majority group, I believe that is exactly what is happening. I was trying to remember a little bit more of the download, but it was just about that. There was, like, of course, some little personal tidbits, but the majority and the major consensus of the channeling was that they don't have a choice. It's just that simple. And that the execution phase, and the only thing that's holding them back, after everything they've already learned, and after their higher self already pushing them further and further along on the mission, the only thing that's holding them back is their mind and the fear, and them getting over the worry or whatever of what exactly it entails. So I feel like what they need to wake up to and come to terms with is the divinity of it and the sovereignty of who they are, which is what we did when we woke up. Because it was like, boom, you're a divine being. Boom, you've got a divine mission. This is what's happening to you. And so since there's not that correlation there for the divine masculine, it may appear to them as just a relationship or just like a soulmate thing. Oh yeah, I'm really drawn to this person for whatever reason. This person's in my dreams for whatever reason. It's a soul connection. And they may think it's just a simple soul connection because they haven't woken up yet to their complete divine sovereignty. And that's the mind. Which we know when it's flip the switch time, it's flip the switch time. So I hope that this helps a little bit. If you've been struggling again with that, you don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of it going on, and that's because you're hearing of other people coming into union. All of the readers out there on YouTube and the teachers on YouTube and myself are saying that it's coming soon, and it's around the corner, for us, and it is, and so that's when a lot of these extra fears and that are coming up because they need to be cleared. There's still things that have to be cleared. So when the energy is pushing towards it, it's pushing you as well to release what you have to release so you can come together and for things to run smoothly when you do. So just wanted to offer that little extra information for you, as and share my download that I got, and setting your guys' mind at ease. I hope that it's still a done deal. It's still okay. It's still happening. They don't have a choice in the matter. They can't just not choose you. First of all, you're choosing them, and you're the same. You're the same. If you're a twin flame, you're the same. And you're choosing your twin. So your twin is choosing you. There's just the holdback by divine source. So anyway, there's a little tidbit of information. I hope it helps you. I'm still here. I'm still around. I'm still helping as many twins as I possibly can. More so in person now, just because California is full of twins. And and so I get to do more hands-on work with twins, but I'm still available for readings, healings, anything. Just hit me up. All of my information is in the description box below. And happy solar eclipse that's coming up any day now. And and I will be having a reading for that, and we're having a special healing circle for that. So if you are in the California area and would like to come to the solar eclipse healing circle next Sunday, email me for information, and would love to have you come. So once again, thank you so much for supporting my channel, for being here. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. For being here, for supporting me, supporting my channel, for being positive, for remaining in the love, for remaining on your journey, for doing that what you're called to do, for hanging in there, for being strong. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You all are amazing, and I'm proud to be a part of such a fabulous group of people, and I couldn't be more thrilled that I will be able to meet the majority of you at some point in person. It's wonderful. Much love to you all, and like I said, if you need me, please reach out. Namaste.